Good morning, my artsy friends. Greetings and salutations. Hi, Vicky. Hi, Rebecca. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I am so excited to just, it's the week of Thanksgiving. That's always a fun week because we know we have a little bit of a short week, but not for small business owners. I'm just going to tell you. But I do have some brand new artwork to share with you, and I'm super excited. I'm super, super, super excited. It's another in my Fodder collection. I'm really kind of digging, creating some bits and pieces that can be used in lots of different ways. I still cater to card makers. I'm an illustrator and I illustrate for card makers and embroidery, the embroidery clan. But I just had some different ideas with this one. So I'm anxious to see what you guys think. If you are brand new here, if you would like and follow Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate it. All of my artsy classes and art printables are available on AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott. That's where all the cool kids hang, and I have some free art printables there. We share all kinds of artsy fabulousness. Oh, yay! So I draw embroidery patterns for Adorn It. Are you familiar with them, Vicky? Hi, Sherry. Hello, hello, hello. What's new in your corner of the world? Glad to see you here. Let's see. So let's get painty. So my brand new art printable is called Christmas Fodder. It is available. It just went live this morning on my website, AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. And it is a series of Christmas trees and ornaments. And I just kind of, I love retro. I'm just kind of all about that. Good morning, Keels. Oh, I bet it's beautiful down there in Oro Valley, sitting on your porch. So yesterday I was telling you that I went to a memorial, a celebration of life for my uncle. And you know what? It was the perfect day. It was warm and sunny and with just a little bit of a breeze, and it was all held in his niece's backyard, and it was absolutely lovely. It was just absolutely lovely. So let's talk about this. So I drew 3 funky Christmas trees that I thought you could paint in 3 different ways. And then I drew these, my style of retro ornaments, and then these bits that you could use to decorate these, right? Good morning, Karen. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Karen, if you are brand new here, if you would follow and like Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. I just actually put a new video up on my YouTube channel. All of my artsy, good morning, Allison. Thanks. I've just put a new video up on YouTube, and all of my artsy classes and art printables are available on AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. And please ask to join Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott, a private Facebook group that's, it's all the fabulousness. Okay, so I'm going to start painting. So this style of tree is pretty trendy. This, I was inspired by a cookie. It was so fabulous. I'm just going to tell you. Anyway, a cookie video. Because can I tell you, I could watch those cookie videos like forever. Forever. So, but I wanted to paint these in some funky modern colors, you know? So I'm thinking, so I've already put water on all of my paints. Remember, we've talked about that. Make sure you prime your paints before you even start a painty session. Get some water in there, let that start working its magic with your pans of paint, and then you're just going to mix that color, right? So I'm going to start with hot pink, my favorite, and I'm going to paint this, start my first layer of pink goodness. I like to start with a watery wash of color and then grow that as I go along. But this pink is so beautiful, isn't it? I'm almost out of it, and so I am going to replace it with, this is from my Josie Lewis set of watercolors. But I will just tell you, I have been, oh, I'm going to sneeze, just a sec. Oh, sorry about that. I have been, goodness, planning out and discussing this idea of creating one big palette of all of my watercolors, because I have so many watercolors. Oh, sorry about that. Thank you, Tam. Good morning, Randy. Anyway, my friend Tessa bit the bullet and bought a big palette and has transferred almost everything into that big palette, all of her individual pans of paint, because this is a hodgepodge of a bunch of colors that I really like. You can never sneeze just once. You're right. It's crazy, isn't it? It's usually 3 times. I don't know why. Is everybody like that, or is it just me? Yay! Thanks, Sherry. Thank you, thank you. So I'm working on building YouTube. I'm going to test doing some live videos over there in the new year. Just, you know, something new to try. So I'm going to let this layer of pink dry. And then I'm going to take some of this kind of olivey green that I'm just mad about. I just love it. Anyway, and you'll notice that I left a section for a nice reflection. That's one of my favorite things about a Christmas tree with lights and glass ornaments, is that the reflection. So I really want to emulate that on my ornaments here that will go on a, I'm kind of feeling like a slimline, you know? I'm feeling like that might be a pretty slimline design. These 3 ornaments in different, I don't know, just kind of feeling it. So I'm gonna, there we go. And while I have this green going, I'm feeling like, let's paint, I'm gonna turn my substrate, this tree. This is like a trend I've been seeing a lot, where people cut like a wood tree and then decorate it with some dimensional doodads, like, you know, felt flowers and trims and baubles of all kinds of sorts. So I just thought that it would be a fun thing to paint. Okay. So I'm going to just get my rough watery wash down. I'm going to fussy cut all of these anyway, so you can absolutely overshoot the edge. And I'm just going to kind of jiggy-jaggy come up to the pine boughs over here. And then jiggy-jaggy, add some color around the elements that are here. Just to kind of get the feel of dimension and background. Okay. So many new people here this morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hi, Pam Baker Williams. Okay, I'm going to take a drink. Everybody should have something to drink this morning. Stay hydrated. Okay, I'm going to paint this little bottom bit. I haven't decided what color I want to do my pom-poms. This is supposed to emulate pom-poms down here. Because can I tell you, I love pom-poms. Don't you? I always feel like they just add a little fun, another level of fun to whatever they adorn. That's for sure. Okay, so I'm going to leave that. That's what I love about these art printables, is that there's always something fun to go in. While you're waiting for one thing to dry, there's something else to paint, you know? Jiggy-jaggy is a technical term, Vicki. It is. You will hear me use it almost every single time that I paint. It's my blending. I just use it all the time. And you will see, I promise, if you stick around long enough, you'll see that it serves its purpose, and it's the perfect blend. So this tree, it's the perfect blend, it's the perfect application of color. You'll see. So this one, I'm feeling like last year I painted a Christmas tree and I used like turquoise and hot pink and maybe like a goldy color. I just loved it. And so I'm kind of thinking about, I want to do my tree in a non-traditional color. So I was thinking turquoise, and then these doodads, I was thinking maybe that hot pink again, or maybe a green tree and these just all red and white. That might be kind of cool. Quite traditional. We need a third color for this trio of ornaments, something that will go well with it. And I'm feeling like doodads is another term. And you know what's sad? A doodad is anything that you're going to add on top of something in my world. Because I can't remember all of the technical terms, but I can remember doodads. And guess what? You know what I'm talking about. Everybody take a drink. I'm thinking maybe like a goldenrod. What do you think of that? Don't you think that might be kind of pretty? And I have one kind of mixed up here on my palette that I kind of dig. Get a little more water in there. Yep. That's just kind of looking funky and mid-century, isn't it? So exciting. And like I said, I'm just starting with that watery wash. And I'm going to leave a little bit of a light section there for reflection from the Christmas lights. And now, I'm going to come in and do some painting of these bits that are going to be on these. So I'm going to do some of that goldenrod color, because in my mind, these were in a box of coordinating shiny bright ornaments, right? So I'm gonna do perfect. And then I have this gray here that I can use for my hangers. And I want to do that pretty watery because I'm going to want to come back in like maybe with a like a silver colored pencil or a silver gel pen or something to add little bits and pieces of shininess. Add a little there. And then let's do this one. Stick with me and your Christmas cards will be almost all done. We just did a bunch last week with the Michelle and card candy and, oh, you guys, I'm loving that. And Aunt Marge. Hi, Jean. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, I'm gonna come in and get some pink. Do that. There. There. It's pretty bright compared to my goldenrod, so I'm going to have to do another layer of that, that's for sure. Maybe. Hi, Mary Ryan. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Vicki Russell and Jean. I hope you're all feeling the holiday spirit this morning. This is my brand new art printable called Christmas Fodder. Let's see. I still haven't decided. You know, I've seen these a million times, very traditional green with a red heart. I'm feeling like I want to do something a little bit different with that. I don't know. Maybe I just start this whole, I do this whole sheet. I mean, that's the beauty, right? You can print it as many times as you wish. What if I do this whole sheet? You think so? I was kind of, you know what? I do love me some turquoise, Keels. So let's do this one. Turquoise. I just decided. That's all there is to it. Good morning, Linda. Turquoise and pink. Shut up, Allison. That's going to be so cute. So again, I'm just going to do my rough paint in. Just do that watery wash first. And don't you think that will be, I mean, I was just thinking, are you ready for it? Wouldn't it be pretty? Yes, it's Jiggy Jaggy, Vicky. You got it, sister. Wouldn't it be pretty to do, paint these bubbles down the center, maybe hot pink and yellow or whatever, and then cover them with a dimensional glaze. I happen to have Journey Glaze because I got a big bottle of it from a Fun Stampers Journey something party or whatever. But you could certainly use whatever you have, Glossy Accents, or isn't the one from Nuvo called Crystal Glaze or something like that? I just think that might be really pretty. Hi, Millie. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Lots of new friends here. So new friends, if you would like and follow Anne Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, I would greatly appreciate that. And then ask to follow our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Anne Corbiere-Scott. There's free art printables in there that I draw just for that exclusive group. All of my art printables and artsy classes are available on AnneCorbiereScottDesigns.com. Look at this. Is gonna. Oh my gosh! I'm just envisioning it as all of these doodads down the center, dimensional. I think that might be super pretty. They could even be pretty, just white. I don't know. Taking some time to ponder while I paint the rest of this beauty. And I love that you could get 4 or more Christmas cards out of this one art printable. I have some Dymo. So I have this, it's not Dymo, but I have a label maker that I got from France. That I love those label makers with the, those old school where it's raised, the letters are raised. It just makes me so happy. Good morning, Doris. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So let's just keep painting around. All of these doodads. Okay, so I have something crazy to tell you that happened yesterday at my uncle's celebration of life. So I told you we were sitting outside the whole time, and they had Famous Dave's cater it, so that was lovely. And then, but we're sitting at picnic tables, right? Ooh, shiny silver glaze. Ooh, great idea, Allison. Great minds think alike, don't they? And genius breeds genius. It pays to have artsy friends. That's the stinking truth. Okay, I just got some turquoise on that little bauble. So let's try and pull it off with paper towel. I'm going to pull off the excess, and then once it's dry, I'll come back with some water and remove the rest of that. Okay, so I'm sitting at this table, and I look up into the sky, and the sun was beautiful yesterday, and there were lots of clouds. And I look up, and I have my sunglasses on, so I think, well, maybe it's because of my sunglasses. But I see this bit of a rainbow. And when I say a bit, it wasn't like an arc or anything like that. It was just kind of like a chunk. But it was just to the left of the sun. But it was rainbow. It was a rainbow. Like it was the full range of colors. And so I took my sunglasses off. And I looked, and I still saw it. And then I got brave enough to like point it out to somebody else. I said, hey, Jeff, do you see that? Do you see that? Like I thought maybe it was just me, or my eyes were playing tricks on me or something. And he was like, no, that's cool. So somebody said they thought there was a name for that. I don't know. But I'm telling you, it was there all afternoon. And then it disappeared right as we were getting ready to leave. Sundogs. Thank you, Pam Baker Williams. It was so beautiful. I'm telling you. And it just kind of spoke to me the whole afternoon. And I'm going to run to my fridge and show you what I got off the tree. Because you will die. It's unbelievable. Okay, you're not going to believe it. So we're sitting there, and somebody said, "What a beautiful grapefruit tree." And Pam, his niece, whose house we were at, she said, "Oh, those aren't grapefruits. That's a ponderosa lemon tree. Look at the size of this lemon. Is that the craziest thing you've ever seen?" And I'm just going to tell you, every person at that memorial went home with a lemon. It smells so good. Oh my gosh, you guys. Isn't that the craziest thing? Has anybody ever seen a ponderosa lemon? I have never seen a ponderosa. I know, isn't it crazy? So now I'm like, what am I going to make with that? So Pam's daughter, Sarah, said that the rind is very thick. So I don't know how much fruit I will get, but I'll let you know. But she also said that you should be able to get like a cup of juice from this. Is that the craziest thing? I was thinking I would make lemonade, but my friend Joni was like, I think you need to make a pie. So we'll see. We'll see what we make. Okay, everybody take a drink. All right. Oh, I want to put some green down here. Where's my little brush? Is that the craziest thing you've ever seen, Sherry? Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you. So it was an uncle on my side of the family, so Jeff busied himself by picking lemons for everyone. Oh, it was just a lovely day, though. You know, we just reminisced and told funny stories about Uncle Vaughn, and it was lovely. It was lovely. I got to see some people that I hadn't seen in years. That's always such a crazy thing, isn't it? How much time passes, you know, and you don't even kind of really realize how fast time passes. Okay, I'm going to deepen this a little bit. And this is how I like to paint. I like to come in with many layers of the same color. It doesn't have to be full coverage because I like those highs and lows. I like a little bit of white shining through. I like highs and lows. Deeper sections and lighter sections. I always feel like that just adds so much dimension to everything, you know? I think I want to do, like the center of this, I think I want to do that gray and do some silvery highlights. Don't you think that'll be pretty? Because that'll make it kind of shimmery. And shut up, this could be dimensional too, right? I could totally do some dimensional glaze on that too. So pretty. Okay, so I haven't decided what color I want these doodads. Good morning, Renee. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, let's do, I want to do the trunk of the tree. That pretty olivey green. Shut up, I love that. And what about, let's do this one the same. Then whatever color pom-poms we create on here, they're going to totally pop too. That'll be pretty. Well, Renee, I'm so glad you're here. I am. We are painting away on my brand new art printable that just debuted this morning. It is called Christmas Fodder and is available on my website and Corbiere-Scott Designs. I'm just, oh, I can hardly wait. I see 4 cards, but you could certainly do more. I just see, like, I want to do a slimline with these 3 ornaments, and then these 3 trees are going to be individual, and I will probably use the sentiments on these 3. Although, I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to come in and start to deepen my green. You know, if I mix a good color, I just leave it on my palette. I was just having this discussion with someone this weekend about cleaning our palettes and when I do and when I do. You know, I have no hard and fast rule. If I have a color that I really like, I will just continue to, I'll leave it there, because if I look at it, then I will, on my palette, I will kind of remember what colors I mixed to achieve whatever is there. But if I wipe it off, I might not remember. But I will also, every now and again, just be like, all right, I've had it. And then just clean it. So I still, even though these are quite retro, I still want that painterly vibe. And so I will start to darken my colors, deepening them, more saturated color. But I still want it to look really painterly, like I hand painted it, because I did, right? So I should have changed brushes and got my bigger brush. Okay, so I like to, whenever you have something that has big form like this, has a form, right? I think I'm gonna bring my number 4 in. Okay. Whenever I have something that has a form like this, and most things do have form, I want to play up that form, right? So I'm going to come in and I want to just follow that beautiful edge, right? This has this really nice curve. So let's just follow that around and really enhance that, right? We really want that to start to pop. Right? And then start to think about where your light is going to play. It's going to be dark under this, the little hanger, and the little holder thing, because one thing is on top of another, right? So we want to deepen right there. And then we want to come up just a little bit on this side to start to, again, play with that shape, right? And then we want this to really have some nice form, and so let's replicate that form on this side. There we go. And remember, we want the center to be light, and the very edge we can do the same. Replicate that form. And then we're going to let that dry. And then we'll come back with our Jiggy Jaggy blend. Hi, Beth. How are you? Everybody take a drink. Sundogs. Now I've got to go look that up, Pam. That's so cool. It was, I'm telling you, and it was brilliantly bright yesterday. It was crazy. It was crazy. It was so pretty. Okay, I'm going to come in and get some more of this kind of a golden rod. And I'm going to do the same thing here. Pull a little bit more pigment into that. So this, Beth, this is my brand new art printable Christmas fodder. It just went live today. It just went this morning. I just put it on the website this morning. Okay, so we're going to do kind of the same thing. Play up that shape. Let's do it right over here on this side. There we go. Okay. Leave that. Tap, tap, tap. Let's get some more of this green and let's work this a little bit more. Get some more green over here on the palette and add a little water to it. Tap it off. Rinse my brush, tap it off so that it's just damp. And then I'm gonna really enhance this, the shape of this kind of oblong ornament. I love those old ornaments. I collect those old shiny bright ornaments. I don't, I really want to play up the long narrowness. So I'm going to paint some nice long strips of color. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here. Right on that edge. Pull that down. Yep. Enhance under here a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Leave that. Okay. What are we going to do with these doodads here and this tree? I just don't know. You know what? I'm feeling like, you know what? Let's just start with something. They are so pretty, aren't they? I just love them too, Keels. Let's start with a hot pink flower right here, or heart right here. And that will, I just had to commit to something, you know? Or I would have just hemmed and hawed entirely too long. And then, you know what? Let's do that here too. Let's just make something happen. So we could do, oh, you know what? What if we did, their pom-poms could be turquoise. Oh, that's super dark. Let's take a paper towel and tap that off. That's feeling way too saturated. I like a little more watery because I like to build that. Good morning, Nancy. There we go. A little bit more. All right. I'm liking that. Okay, so now I have these. I have these pine boughs here, and I had done a really, if you took my Ornamentally Yours class, I took this kind of a dark greeny blue, right? And I did kind of and I know this is adding a new color to the mix, but, oh, thanks, Nancy. Thank you, thank you. But I just really liked this technique that I did. Okay, so this is what I did. I took this blue-green, and I really made it kind of a watery wash. And then I just kind of tapped it out onto the pine, right? And then I took this bright green and did the same thing. It's got some over here on my craft mat, got some water in there, and then look at, I just kind of added that in, and it's just going to add some cool dimension to that pine. I'm kind of digging that. And if it feels like that's too much, then just take your paper towel, tap it off, and then you can come in and build that in a slow way again. So just that first green, and then the second green. I just love that combo of those colors. And if you come across or you create some kind of a new technique, do it a bunch of times. Do it a bunch of times. You'll just keep learning as you go. All right, let's see. So we have these little balls to paint, and then we have this other greenery. I feel like I need to kind of let that dry a bit before I go back in and I don't know. I'm feeling like let's do the goldenrod kind of color for the balls. And I don't know. What if we did that could be, oh, you guys, what if I came in with like some gray and made that kind of a watery wash, right? And I did these, that gray color, and then I could enhance that with silver, right? Once everything's kind of dried and where we want it to be. Shut up. I'm loving that. Now I'm kind of wishing I wouldn't have made the flower so bright, but we'll, we'll make that work. Okay, I need to color my background of this one, and I'm feeling like maybe I'll do green, that turquoisey green, or the olivey green, because I want this one to go on here, I think. So I'm going to come in, add a little bit of water to that green. There we go. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of a wash here. There we go. Okay. All right. Let's everybody take a drink. Do I stick with this color palette? Do I bust out and start something new? I think I'm going to take this green, which doesn't have anything to do with the other greens, but I'm kind of digging it. I think I'm going to do that for the background. Look at how pretty that is. So I printed on 90-pound watercolor paper. There's a link in my Anne's Artsy Arsenal on my website. I love that paper. I use it every single day. Oh, I went into my pink. Well, we will. I'm kind of liking this, you guys. Just kind of the simplicity of that. But you know I will funky that up. So I rinse my brush, tap, tap, tap. And I'm going to take my damp brush and I'm going to go back and forth here and remove that green as best I can. And then tap it with my paper towel. And then I'll be able to repair that in a little bit. I still don't know what color I want to do here, but I'm really feeling like pink. But I feel like it's time to start our second layer of turquoise on here. Look at how pretty that is. The more saturated that color, it's just going to pop those doodads up the center. Anybody else get trapped in those rabbit holes of watching cookie decorating videos? Then I'm like, oh my gosh, Anne, you've watched one after another, and what, like 20 minutes has gone by, and all you've done is watch people decorate cookies. But it's so fun. I love it. And I love, you know, giving them likes and comments, just like any other artisan. I love that. And they're doing such amazingly creative things with cookies these days. I just love it. I love that everybody just keeps stepping up their creativity game, you know? There we go. So pretty. I think that turquoise is really, it's really gonna pop. Now I'm really feeling like, don't you think, Allison, don't you think like a combination of hot pink and white maybe? For the baubles down the center of the tree? Well, kind of to the side. A little off-centered, like me. Ba-ba-ba. Okay. I think I'm going to bring my little skinny brush in and do some of those tight spots. It doesn't have to be perfect because remember I told you I want it to look, I still want it to look painterly. I love that vibe. I'm telling you, this lemon smells so good. Sitting right beside me. Okay. One more little down there. we go. Oh, I keep seeing little bits and pieces. I like to start with, if I'm adding color, start over here in an area that already has a bunch of color and then come in, so you don't put like a big blob of paint and it smears before you have a chance to kind of control it. Just take that second and start it over to the side. There we go. I think I got everything. So pretty, isn't it? Just look at that, just the white. So pretty. Okay, so now I'm going to show the Jiggy Jiggy blend. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Keels. They're all going to go on separate cards, so why not do them however I want? Okay, let's take a drink. I'm about halfway through this big bottle. And think about how nice that feels when that water goes into your system. Okay, so now I'm going to show you, I'm going to rinse my brush, tap, tap, tap. So now I just have a damp brush, right? Now I'm going to come in and do that Jiggy Jiggy blend with that damp brush. Pull off paint if I need to. Jiggy Jiggy, Jiggy Jiggy. We're just softening the edge, right? Tap, tap, tap. Soften that edge. Back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Tap that off really well. Just really be thinking about the shape of what you're painting, whether it's a tree or an ornament or a flower, whatever. Just really think about the shape and how you can play that up, how you can really enhance it with just color. Whoops, too wet. Tap, tap, tap. Soften that edge, and then back, forth, back, forth, back, forth. Look at that, so pretty. Back, forth, back, forth. I just love that. You just really want to, whoops, stick my hand in paint. Enhance the shape. So now let's start to add our next layer of our olivey green onto this tree. Pull a little more color, add a little more water. I probably won't, how am I doing on time, Keely? I probably won't finish all of these pieces within an hour, but look, I've got a huge start on 4 more cards. And I've painted all these bits. I love it. Makes me so happy. 5 minutes. Yikes. It goes so fast. It always goes so fast. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna jiggy in between all of these bits and pieces. I saw this thing last night. Isn't it crazy the things that inspire you? I saw this vintage ad for holiday corsages. Oh my gosh, it was so cool. It was so cool. I don't know what I'm going to do with that information in my head, but that's what I was kind of thinking when I drew this. And then when I saw those last night, I was like, that's exactly what I was trying to draw. Kind of a modern version of a retro idea. Do you know what I mean? So cute. All right. Now let's do this base. A little bit more here. So there's a couple things that everybody needs to kind of be on the lookout for this week. I'm making a paint along for us to create on Thanksgiving Day. I will put that out on my website soon. It will be free. And I will try and ink that all the way today and put that up for us to all. It'll just be like the one I did for Super Bowl Sunday, where I have some things for you to color and some things written down, and then you fill it in with all of your Thanksgiving Day things, right? Your guests, your menu, what your favorite parade float was, you know, the scores of the games, whatever you want to fill that in with. And then on Black Friday, I'm going to have some bundle sales, and that will be super fun. Then I'll also have something for Small Business Saturday, and I'll also have something for Cyber Monday. So we have all kinds of fun holiday stuff to do together. But I will be back here on Wednesday this week for one more pop-in paint party before the Thanksgiving weekend. And then, like I said, just kind of pop in and out throughout the weekend. Be sure to check for the Thanksgiving interactive kind of a game for us to play together, and then the Black Friday stuff. So I will be back on Wednesday with always. It is a busy week, isn't it? That's why I thought that the Thanksgiving interactive thing would be kind of something fun for us to, it's always a day full of hubbub. And so I thought, that might be a fun thing for us to just kind of sneak off and color and fill in as we want. So, go out and make it a magnificent Monday, everyone. I hope that you have fun painting Christmas fodder, and then we get together on Wednesday and do it some more. I adore you all. Hey, Jan Francis. Like I said, if you are new here, if you would follow and like Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, that all means so much to an artist. To just follow us, like what we post, write a nice comment, certainly support our shops. That means the world. So follow and like Ann Corbiere-Scott Designs on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Then go to my website, AnnCorbiereScottDesigns.com. I will put a post when I put the interactive Thanksgiving thing up. And then ask to join our private Facebook group, Let's Get Artsy with Ann Corbiere-Scott. We will have ourselves a time. I adore you all. I am so grateful. Thanks so much. And I will see you again on Wednesday. Bye, everybody.